Hello everyone, my name is Yuko Tomizuka. I'm a global real estate investment advisor with 30 years of experience. I have evaluated more than 20,000 real estate. Today, I'd like to speak something of Japanese philosophy, the scientific mechanism, why your mindset determines financial results. Mr. Inamori made a speech, The Meaning of Life in New York in 2008, just after the Lehman Brothers crash. He's a successful entrepreneur in Japan who developed Kyocera and KDDI, both of which accounts for around 80 billion US dollar in sales. Some of the audience may have expected to listen to his strategy or tactics for success. However, as the most important tip in your life he spoke about was a mindset, the status of a spirit. For Japanese business leaders who have been struggling in both New York and Silicon Valley, Mr. Inamori also mentioned only a mindset orients the results of both our business and lives. I'd like to demonstrate the reason why our minds determine the outcomes over the following process. Number one, feel the will of the universe. Number two, feel intention equal to action equal to fact. Number three, explore our subliminal mind. Number four, release positive intention. Number one, feel the will of universe. Mr. Inamori gave an example that everything on the earth develops from elementary particles in the universe. When we have a good intention that loves everything, cherishes everything, and feels good to everything, the idea matches the intention of the universe. I understood that my life would be successful because my intention would fit with the wish, thought, and will of the universe. I like this part the most among the Kyocera philosophy topics. Some people say that this part is not clear because it is talking about physics and the universe. Mr. Inamori said that he himself is a scientist and he couldn't believe in mind and spirituality at all. However, when, when he understood how the universe works, he spontaneously understood that the spiritual and mindset lead the outcome of our work and life. This time, I'd like to demonstrate how important the mindset is as easy as possible for those who are not familiar with physics and to understand. The number two part, the feel, intention, action, and fact. Mr. Inamori says, our thought will definitely come true. Thought make everything. No one does what he doesn't have in his mind. Humans always take action from their thoughts, Mr. Inamori said. Isn't it convincing when you look back on your life, your own life in the past? I think most of the things you realized were exactly what you had desired in the past. I had the opportunity to hear the theory and story of Dr. Yuji Ikegaya, a brain scientist. In the past, it was said that 5% of human abilities were manifested as actual consciousness, and 95% were influenced by the subconscious. However, according to Dr. Ikegaya, almost 100% of the event seem to be influenced by our subconscious mind. Then what you're thinking in your subconscious mind is 100% realized. For those who are interested, you can check Child Care book. That is a brain researcher, brain science that raises children. You can find Amazon. Even if we must do good, very clever and egoistic people get rewarded. Unfairness has been prevailing. After all, the world is a system where the rich get much richer, isn't it? Even if the guy tells me beautiful things, he will sooner or later betray me. Above all of the above, if you have in mind, will be realized. This is why Mr. Inamori always says, our mindset determines everything. In addition, there's a famous YouTuber who earns 300 million Japanese yen annual sales on an individual base, Mr. Manabu. He also said that the customers always follow this. Only the emotion drives the buyer. All human beings are emotionally driven to buy goods and services. Most powerful sales writing, he put. I think it is important to understand that consciousness, thoughts, and actions are all associated with each other in a particular uh, procedure. Number three, explore our subliminal mind. As I have written so far, if you want to change the outcome, it's important to look at your subconscious mind. To explore subconscious mind, we must pick up event where we feel disgusted, uncomfortable, be worried, and we hate as well. In this context, I'd like to share with you my episode. I've been involved in a project in which I have sometimes experienced some painful happenings, which means the hardest part was that my time and energy that I spent was completely wasted, and I must delete and delete most of the output I made, even though my resources get wasted. Think about the customer's benefit. The group leader was correct. I could have checked when that leader and other members asked me as my opinion when they circulate the program outlines. I could have corrected. It's my fault to miss the possible outcomes. However, I unintentionally felt that incompetent leader wasted my time. I just blamed the others. The episode reminded me that many incompetent leaders have taken my time in my life so far. In every situation, I felt the company, changed the department. I left the company and changed the department or went into the next step. I found out my mental block. This unconscious mind is associated with my emotion, sadness, loneliness, anxiety to be abundant from the person who was supposed to protect me. That's why I saw the ideal leader image in my Mr. Inamori. I know that I'm not an ideal leader. I think that even though I was endowed with talents such as learning languages and international business skills, I couldn't be the leader to be respected. Now, all of my experiences are necessary for me to understand the leader's mindset. This allows me to be in a position to be blamed, not to point out others. The final point four, release positive intention. So, what kind of actions to fit the universe will? I think the followings are getting along with that. Number one, always remain humble. Number two, honest and open minded. Number three, reflect yourself every day. Number five, be grateful to others. I think this is a consciousness that matches the will of the universe. In the above project, I had been uncomfortable with others justifying themselves and impose me on what they believe right. However, I suddenly realized I was the one who actually imposed my justice to others. I felt grateful as they accepted me and allowed me to do that. This episode also reminded me of the ultimate objective or purpose in our life. Altruism is for others, but this is not to either justify yourself or satisfy your sense of justice. I have always been thinking of this. Thank you for your attention.